I don't, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
We don't need to know. All we need to know is this.
Now this boy right here, this is Josh. Josh came out on the Oprah show, and I've shown that video to so many young people, where Josh for the first time announced to his family, "Oh, I'm a homosexual and live with it and what have you." And Oprah made that thing possible, and I guess it probably reverberated through a lot of kids who needed to have that freedom and that window of opportunity. Just somebody having the balls to come out and
all these stories are going to be told. They're all going to be told.
Well, that's me at a fundraiser with my Scott toilet paper hat, and it was a wonderful night. Oh, this little girl is so magical. She's just having her first baby right now. She's met herself a wonderful boy. She came from Washington, D.C., working on the Hillary campaign. She was very diligent about working her political stuff, but never thought she'd find love. Oh, that's me about 150 years ago. Just some candid shot that was taken one day. Yeah, that's Joanne again. Joanne is an entrepreneur who's helped so many young artists. That's me, just being silly. That's me again, just being silly. Lots of pictures of me being silly. Lots of pictures of me being silly. That's me being silly again, but with my own hair. Oh, that's Michael, who's now living with a tranny in Hamburg. It was the first time that Michael had gone out of America because of some connections that just came about through the
Take your finger down, it's rude to point, don't you know that?
I know Michael.
That's me being silly again. Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. It does that magazine, what is it called? The Lure magazine? Yes. That's by Curtis B. Carmen, boyfriend of 20, going on 27 years now. Yes, that's the artist that you showed at your gallery. Yes. Yes, and this is Big Josh. Right here.
His photographs I always
So
was
genius.
attracted to.
Oh my God, so genius. Amazing.
Jack.
This is Marquis, Tom Marquis. I showed you his photograph in the bathroom. Brilliant young artist. Came to New York from Boston about 5 or 6 years ago, and works as a hairdresser, has just started painting again. Is very successful as a hairdresser, but I'm delighted that he has started painting again, and his work is wonderful, and he has a show coming up right now.
Okay.
Yes. I will make you aware.
Is there something
of that
behind that? Oh, what's behind Marquis?
Behind that is a picture by Starr.
And then...
Behind that's another one, same artist.
Yeah. And then, oh, this looks interesting. Wow. That's not the same artist, though, is it?
Yes, it is.
Really?
I plan to the eye is so
Same artist.
rough.
He took the last picture from the poster of the Queen and did that on fabric. Yes. This again is Matthew Namey's work. Over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this piece. Yeah.
And this one, just emanating from the dark.
A young man, a very talented young French boy.
I know.
Oh, she did the intro yesterday. How funny that, our past.
We've been in the same room so many times, haven't we?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, ain't that something?
Did,
Were you based though in England? Because I was based in France during the Save the Robots era.
I've been coming to New York since 1986.
Yeah,
that
and
was the
I've
first
been
time
here
I came
since
over.
'67.
But I caught the Palladium area, Save the Robot,
Right.
and there was this amazing after hours club called Rolodex.
Yes.
Somebody was squatting in an office and they just had the Rolodex there and typewriters.
Right.
And there was another place that I went to, I don't even remember the name. It was like a house, but as you got to the top of the house, it was so old, all the floors were uneven. And when you got to the top, the attic.
Now you're talking about the Mystique that was in the '60s?
No, this was in the 80s. And as you walked in.
No, I mean, okay, all right.
Yeah. But by the time you got to the attic, it was really, you had to go like this, and then people pushed it behind you, and you'd end up in a corner like this, you know, and everybody doing whatever they're doing and drinking, like trying to drink your glass. But you know, when everybody's off their heads, you know, they don't want to admit that they feel a little bit uncomfortable, you know.
I wonder if
You can
that
put them in all
became
kinds
the
of
now
situations.
bar. Did that become, what part of the city was
I
that
don't know, it
in?
was some rundown place, but it was like a house. No?
I think.
With narrow steps going up?
Yeah,
Whatever.
yeah,
I think
like
that turned into the now bar, which is like over on 7th or 8th or something. Yeah.
And then I went to another place. It was just like going up into, I think it was like the meat packers. This, you went this old lift right, and then bang on the door, and then it was like in Jackie O. Was it Jackie O in the meat packers?
Jackie
This-
Oh,
60s.
Jackie 60s.
60. That was it. Yeah.
Jackie
And
60s.
it's
And
that
that's
amazing
Chi-Chi. I
thing.
showed you the photo where the Chi-Chi and Johnny, Chi-Chi Valenti, Johnny Darnell, they're
Yeah.
the ones that were responsible for that. And that still is the motherboard. They turned into a virtual club called Motherboard, which is
Where's that?
computers.
Oh no, but I mean, but they don't have anywhere where they actually show them. where they're bringing
Chi-Chi
it to
just
show.
emceed the show last night with the thing, A Happy Ending.
Oh yeah, she was over there.
Yeah,
Like Darrow's show.
yeah,
You know, we'll find
they're very active, they're still very, very active in New York.
War.
Yes. And I hear Chi-Chi did a genius job of it. How was that show last night?
It was good. Well, it was
outside.
long.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very much like okay,
It
I
was
get
a
it, but
two-part
edit.
thing, well, yeah.
You know, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's very, very 90s.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Would you say that you need a lot of stimulation? I mean, would you say that your long is somebody else's short, or
What, me personally?
yeah,
Oh, I have to constantly be stimulated. Constantly. It's the ADD in me.
yeah. Do you see that as a virtue or a hindrance or a bit
I
of both?
wouldn't give it up for the world.
Yeah. Okay. You wouldn't be able to concentrate long enough to be able to give it up, would you?
Exactly.
Yeah. There you go.
Each other at Crisco Disco. The night that Sylvester and tons of fun, and at the end of the night I walked over to this brilliant young person at the time and said I couldn't take my eyes off of you, I'm in love with you, and we went and had hot chocolate and had some time sitting just talking to each other and became fast friends for 20 years. And
For 20 years.
yeah.
Come here. Yeah.
He's a generation that was raised on about a million commercials by the time they were, you know, I don't know, maybe 15, you know? And it,
Well, life is, was, and always will be such a sweet mystery, Joe.
I know it ain't.
Always.
I wouldn't have it any other way, would you?
No.
it's who you are.
And like I said earlier, I'm riding on a beam of light with my friend Einstein, discussing chaos theory. It's a bit of a mess. Along comes Venus, strokes at me as she starts to undress. We're having too much fun, yeah. We're having too much fun, yeah. We're having too much fun, yeah. We're having too much fun. Love me like you love yourself first. I will surely love you back. Love me like you love yourself back. I will surely love you back. There you go.
These brilliant young artists that I think attracts a kind of energy. I mean, I see, elements
works both
of
ways,
artists from
doesn't
the past just operating right through them,
That's
just
right.
as a kind of conduit.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
When you asked me about that photographer, I mean, right away I see that's a person that influenced so
Yeah.
many lives with such
Mhm.
a powerful influence.
Bill Cunningham.
Yeah. It's a continuum, and
Absolutely.
it's a genius continuum. Receptors open to make that possible to happen, and create something new every day,
Yeah.
and create something new every day, every day, every day,
Every day.
every day. No day is, no matter how sick or how tired or how hungover or whatever the excuse is, create
That's
something
what it
new
is, an excuse.
every
Yeah.
day. Yeah.
But then again, there's the philosophical notion that there's nothing new under the sun, but at the same time everything changes. So if we're all sitting around the tree of life, yeah, and you ask me and you say, describe what you see, Bruno, I describe what I see at that moment, yeah. Then the next day you ask me to describe the same tree of life,
Yeah, right.
then I'm going to appear to describe it in a new way, but really I'm just charting the changes in nature and the changes within myself. You know the notion of the
Right.
macrocosm and
Right,
everything
right,
being a
right.
mirror image of in here. So
Right.
as I elevate things within myself and then I start to apparently see in a new way, I'm not really seeing in a new way, I'm just seeing in the same way that anybody else would